Hey Year 6 and welcome to the next instalment of your SPAG lessons. This one's obviously going to be on apostrophes. Bosh, still going with that S though, loving it. Just before we go on with this, I've just been checking around the room that I'm in at the moment. It is my room, don't worry. And boom, look what I've just found. This is ridiculous because this goes completely well with our Australian theme that we're looking at the moment. So we've got this little kangaroo and look at little Joey in a pouch. Yes, I mean, how cool is that? We need to name her, we need to name her, we need to name him, we need some Wyndham names, okay? I'm going to leave her there for the rest of the video. Right, so we're looking at apostrophes at the moment. There are two main reasons why we use apostrophes, and they are, boom, emission and contraction. You can hear them used interchangeably. Some people say emission, some say contraction, and possession. This side's probably the easiest side to start with. I'm just going to say emission from now on. You use whichever side you want. So this is nice and easy. This is when we use an apostrophe in words. So if I was to say would not, it's quite a formal way of saying something. If I want to be informal, if I want to contract those words, then it would be wouldn't. Okay, so would still be there. Let's get rid of this line for the moment because I'm going to run out of space. Wouldn't. I'm getting rid of that O in the not, and that's where I need to put my apostrophe. Some people like to put it before. You would be wrong. It goes where that letter is missing. So we've then got will not. Now, believe it or not, some words don't just go won't, okay, like wouldn't did. This one then would be won't, okay. I'm missing out the O in the not, so again, boom, the apostrophe needs to go there. Some of you got asked this the other day on that SATS paper that we looked at. It was, what is the contracted form of shall not? So what is the contracted word for shall not? And quite a lot of you put shan't. Unfortunately, shan't is not a word. So this one, weird one that we don't really use anymore really, is shan't. I shan't be doing that. Okay, so that's the emission and contraction. There will be some work I'll post with this video regarding that as well. The weird one is possession, okay? Some people really get a bit confused with the possession, so I'll try and make it as simple as possible. I'm going to have the whole page for this. Okay, so this one's just all about possession. This is when you are showing that somebody owns something, okay? So we could say, nice and easy, the boy's bike. Okay, and what that's saying there, if I want to say that this boy owns the bike, I then put the apostrophe just before the S to say that the boy owns the bike. Okay, let's say the the mother's baby. Okay, so where I want to say that the baby is owned by the mother, that the mother owns the baby, so we will say mother's baby. Okay, so that is a quick way of showing you what possession is like, but then we've got this problem here. So I'm going to get out, let's have a look at purple. So Mr. Barker's dog is called Indy, probably the best dog in the world. How do I want to say that Mr. Barker owns the dog? Well, Mr. Barker, even though probably Indy owns me more than anything, Mr. Barker, I'm going to put the apostrophe there to show that I own the dog. Okay, next one here then. Sam's dogs are called Smelly and Stinks. Where do you think an apostrophe is going to go in this sentence? Have a quick pause. Okay, so the bit of debate, because what a few people might do now is say, well, that ends in an S, that ends in an S, and this ends in an S. So all three of them need an apostrophe. Okay, not true. First of all, Stinks is his name, so he doesn't need an apostrophe in his name. Next one, Sam's dogs. I'm saying there are more than one dog, so I'm saying there is a plural. Okay, this is a plural noun. So I don't need an apostrophe to show that there are more than one dog. I'm happy just to put the S on there. What I want to show is that Sam owns these dogs. Okay, so they are Sam's dogs, and then you'll get full marks for that question there. Don't get fooled out by thinking plurals, more than one, need an apostrophe. Okay, and then we've got this final one here. The ladies' dogs all played with their toys. What's that sentence telling us? It's telling us that There are ladies, they have dogs, and they're all playing with their toys. Well, let's have a look again. Their toys, does that need an S? Does that need an apostrophe? No, I'm just saying there are many toys. Same with dogs. There are many dogs. All the dogs are owned, however, by a plural. So it's not the lady owns all the dogs. There is a plural of ladies that all own dogs. If that's the case, then, if I've already pluralized this noun, I've already made it into more than one lady, I put the apostrophe at the end of the word. You see the difference? That's one Sam, and Sam owns the dogs. These are lots of ladies, and all of them own something. So I want to say, I'll put it at the end to show that all of these ladies own those dogs. So the apostrophe goes at the end. Okay, that's a quick whistle-stop tour of apostrophes for possession, and remember, omission or contraction. I'll put the work on with this video as well for you to have a go at. Don't forget, best name for both of these, and I'll call it that. A little bit of a competition, okay, a little bit of a mascot for us at the moment. See you in a bit.